Well, hello everyone, it's Robin, Rockin' Robin's Creative Corner. Back to the tag journal. Yesterday I tried to get the closure done to get it posted. Did not work out. So I am going to show you what I went through. Because I go from one thing to another. So anyway, first I started out, I took a couple envelopes, and I'm just going to show you different ideas on closures. What I came up with, my very second thought, I think it was, because I wanted this in an envelope, with an envelope closure, as you recall from the first video. So I took an envelope and I went like this, and I said, okay, it's not quite long enough, maybe I need longer envelopes. And then I took another envelope and went this way and thought, well, that could be cool, and it could either have a magnet or tie or something. It could be attached to the back, covered, and this would be kind of cool. So this is one idea. All right, hang on, let me get my dogs. Okay, so got the dogs calmed down. It's morning, everyone's walking their dogs, so they have to say hello to everybody. So I apologize for that. So anyway, this was my first idea. So then I got looking at it saying, well, maybe I want something longer. So I went from this, and you see, I started decorating envelopes to do that with. But then I said, well, maybe I can make an entire envelope. So what I did was I took a piece of material, and this is a napkin that I ironed onto freezer paper, and then I put matte medium over the whole thing, so it's very soft and it's crunchy. So I like the birds on the inside because I didn't want the just the material backing. So then I took this and I was going to make an envelope, such as an envelope. So I got looking at it going, all right, I don't sew. I mean, I've attempted to sew. I actually figured out how to thread the sewing machine because I haven't sewed in 20-30 years. So my sister's a seamstress, not me. Anyway, so I'm looking at this like, how could I make this and glue it? So this is another idea. And then take the whole thing and keep it in its own envelope. That was second idea. And it took all day to do all this with the napkin and the gluing it to the material. I used 3-in-1 I happen to have, so I looked it up and it said it holds the fabric to the paper really good, so I went through all that. So then I got looking and I said, wait a minute, what if and this is Robin, what if I go from one idea to the next? All right, so let's fold. See how nice that is? And that is all sturdy too. I'm going to use this for something. But now, and this took all night to dry because it's very humid here. Heat index yesterday was 110, 108, something like that. So I took a doily and I took ink, I wrinkled it up, took ink, I made it look tea-dyed, I guess. I used 3 different browns. I used tea dye. Well, first I started with a little bit of walnut. These are all Tim Holtz walnut, and then I went a little lighter shade, and then I went with the tea dye, and then I took different inks. I did red, pink, green, and kind of outlined the roses and put a little bit of that color in here. And then I took black and I just kind of went over it quickly. And then I took a piece of cardboard that I had received. This was a mailing envelope that I received from, I believe it was Mimi. And I cut it in half, and I took white gesso and I painted the cardboard because I wanted the white to kind of show through. So okay, so then I white gessoed, let that dry. Then I used, because Mimi's always talking about the, what's it called? One second. Mod Podge. So I had Mod Podge, and so I Mod Podged this doily down on the white gesso. Now maybe I overdid it, I don't know, but it took all night for this to dry because of the humidity, and still just a little tacky. But we're gonna work with it because I want to get this done. So this is my idea. I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to have it come up here and around, and then up over here and around, and have them meet, okay? And then do, I don't know, maybe brads or something to tie them together. So what I want to do is back this, because I'm going to cut this doily out. And I know it overhangs, but I only wanted it as wide as the actual book, just a little under, okay? And we'll leave this stick out so it looks a little lacy, and we'll see how this works. But I want to back it, so I found this is just 12 by 12, the scrap, and I'm going to glue this directly on here, and then I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so let me do that, and let's see, I'll just do it. Maybe I should do it because it's got addresses, but it really doesn't matter because we all know each, well, no, because this is going on YouTube. All right, let me glue this down, cut out my doily, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've cut it all out, and this is what it looks like. So now what I have to decide is how big, how much of this doily do I want coming up on each side, because I'm gonna have to hinge it to the back. So I think I only want this much coming up on the front. So if I, and this is, let's see, I'm gonna make it so it's at least 3 inches coming up, so that there's enough room to bring it over. And on this side it's only, say, 2 inches, a little more, a little less. Okay, so let's get my cutter. I'm gonna bring out the big bad boy, because I don't want to ruin my other cutter. This one is unbelievable. I have to watch my fingers on this one. So if I want 3 coming up, I want about 3, 4, 5, say 5. All right. You know what? I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, let's cut it there. I'll figure it out. All right, I want it kind of pretty. So let's cut it like, I'm sorry, here, here. I want to, I'm trying to learn how to speak up. I want to, there we go. Okay, so there we are. And, all right, that wasn't quite what I wanted, but that's what we got. Let's get rid of that. I'll tell you, that is one heck, but I have 3 of those guillotines, and that one is unbelievable. Okay, so if I have this coming up here, and I cut it wrong, shoot, but we're gonna make it work. All right, because see, I meant for this to be under. All right, we'll make it work. We're gonna make this work no matter what. So if I have this coming up here, that was my thought, and this coming up here, and then I make something to go around there. Now, wait a minute, what if I took this material? How would that look? No. Okay. All right. No. Good idea, but not gonna work. All right. What if I took? No. All right. I'm just gonna take. This is how I want it. I want it to go like that and like that, and I want this to come down. No, I want it this way. Yes, that way. And then this can go this way. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. We got this. We got this. All right. So now what I'm going to do is make a hinge to go around. And I'm going to, again, use the mailing envelope because it's the right size, number one. Yeah, so I'm going to score this. Score it to 2 inches so it'll wrap around. Okay? So let's do that. All right. Let me get out my junk. All right. Actually, I'm going to do it by hand. I'm going to do it by hand. I'm trying to speak up. I'm not getting that part. I'm so used to talking to myself and not to anybody else. Okay, so now we want 2 inches, so let's see, about 2. You see how I'm measuring on my mat? Okay, there's about 2. We want it even. So this is thick cardboard. This is a mailer. Okay, so if I have this and I attach that. Oh, wait. Let's see something. Attach it there. Bring this around. Attach it there. Attach this underneath. Bring it up. Okay. I like that. That looks good. That looks good. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. This one will attach to here. This one. Okay, so let's come on. I'm not real thrilled with it, but I like the concept. Okay. Okay, so let me cover this. This is going to get glued. This needs to be covered. This needs to be covered. This needs to be attached. Attached. Let me find some paper and let me do this. Don't know if I want to use book paper or all right, I'll be back. Let me make decisions. Okay, I'm back. That took me a while because I cut it wrong and I don't want to make another one and wait another day, so I'm just gonna make it work. So what I did was I made like a wraparound here. Okay, I backed it. I used the other half of that envelope to make this and hook it to here and here, and as you see I cut it wrong because this was supposed to be on the side, but that's okay. We'll get that going. So anyway, so this, everything is still wet, so I have to be very careful. But this is going like this. This is going like this. I put lace here to make those hinges stronger. And oops. Okay. So yeah, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna put some brads in here, or not brads, eyelets. I think I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 and make a corset tie. And by a corset, if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and tie it, and then this will just slide. You can either untie it or slide it on and off. So I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna finish it up, and I will add pictures when I'm completely finished with this. But so you have the concept, you have different ideas on what to make for a closure. I started, while I was waiting for things to dry, I started decorating. I put eyelets in all of my tags. I'm gonna do ribbons and dangles and stuff like that. Let's just see what I've done here. Put a piece of material here for a pocket. I don't know what else I'm going to do here. I have to decorate these. I made a triangle tuck spot for here, and I don't know what else I'll do here. This, I've decided I do love these envelopes, so I'm going to decorate those. And I was thinking I could maybe do a corset tie here, but I think I'm just going to leave that. This I haven't decided yet. This you saw. This This you saw, this you saw, this I haven't decided yet, and this I put this up through that eyelet, and we'll see how that works. I was even thinking of maybe putting it as the back cover, so I don't know yet, but I am going to finish this up. You have the idea for the closure. That will complete your project, other than doing your own kind of decorating. Everybody has their own style. I'm a little eclectic at times, so I don't know which way I'll go. But as you can see, I'm so far sticking with like flowers, music, flowers. Nah, I don't know. This is kind of eclectic. This is kind of eclectic. This is definitely awesome. I love that. But I do want to do something underneath the slides. I don't know what yet. I have to do a frame here to cover these brads. I may use washi. I don't know. So when I get my book completed, I will post the flip through, and then you'll be able to see the completed book. But in the meantime, thank you so much for following along. Next month we'll have a new project, and I promise it won't be as bad as this one. Because this was my very first tutorial set of videos. I'm not quite comfortable. I'm getting a little more comfortable, so I should be a lot better by the next one. I've got some ideas. If there's something you would like to see, please message me. There's several ways you can get me. People in the group, just ping me or message me. But that's it. Your project should be complete when you get done decorating. But for the concept and different style pages, we're pretty much complete. So I know most tutorials show you all decorating and all that stuff. I'm not going to waste time with all that until I get to the flip through. So sayonara. Thank you for watching, and I would love to see your finished products. Thank you. All right, it's Robin checking out. Soon.